We're all starting from the music, really. And then James, the director, will offer his insight into an angle that he thinks might be interesting to take.
I think James is always trying to bring a modern audience into the stories he's telling.
There's really kind of 3 locations throughout the piece, and those kind of form the foundation for then, in those 3 locations, how do people behave, what are all the other components that go into all of that, and we look at how to best calibrate all of those things.
And that's kind of when we have the big design discussions. Does it seem like we're all on the same page? Do they scenic and lighting, do they make sense with the ideas?
My husband and I work together doing scenic and lighting, and we have a lot of discussions about what is sort of the spirit or the essence of the story. We wanted to create a space initially that really gives reason for Semele's obsession with this god, and then to transition us into where she gets to go to. She actually gets to go into Olympus and what that is in comparison to where we start, and eventually into where her resulting fate lies.
Because we were creating this whole world, a lot of it just came from what do we like, what do we pull from? And there was this one image of rocks and pieces of glass, and they were against this kind of dark charcoal background. And it was this really limited palette, but there was still so much color within there. And that was kind of what I got excited about. You know, the mortals again were that dark background, and then the gods came out of that with all those light colors. I think transformation is an exciting part of costumes. How you can be sitting in a room with an actor or a singer and then see them on stage and they are transformed.
Projection design is incorporating video imagery into live performance. I work very, very closely with the set designer and lighting designer. I take photos of the model that the set designers create, and then I overlay on top of that mock-ups of the design. There are some practical things that I'm doing, like for instance, the mortals have this flame that they are praying to, so that's very much a practical thing that I have to create. One of the other things that we are doing in this show with projections, we're projecting text from the arias onto the surfaces in the space. Instead of your eye having to dart up here to look to read and then back down to the singer and up and down, your eye is less distracted and you can just more fully engage in the action that the singer is doing. I'm very, very sensitive to kind of the nuance that's going on stage, and I really find ways that I can support the story, support the tone, support the mood, just support the general energy.
I like the idea that if it's the first time you're ever seeing a show, you say I've never seen anything like that.
When the elements are working well, somebody gets to experience something in a new way, and I think that's really, really exciting.
I hope it makes you want to see another opera, that it inspires a thirst to kind of keep investigating what opera can be.